And then I will. All right. We are recording. So Sybil, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, awesome. Guys, please forgive me for being late. I'm so sorry, but I've got to tell you, the reason I was late is because I had a one-on-one beforehand with my brother and his girlfriend. And the whole time I've been in Arbonne, it has been like a nope, 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 nope. But he's loved the products, and his girlfriend has loved the products. But I tell you what, when they have seen just real belief and real growth and real commitment, and they see that my business is legit and it's for real and it's not just a little game I'm playing, that's what makes people want to say yes to hearing you out. And in fact, I hadn't even asked him for this one-on-one. He had called and asked me several times, hey, so can we talk? Hey, what's your weekend like? Hey, can we talk? And I was super excited to talk to him, number one, because he's my brother, but number two, it just shows that when you treat your business like a for real business, and it's not just a game you're playing, and it's not just when it's convenient, but you are dedicated and committed and you follow through, that is attractive to people. And people will want to be a part of what's going on. So I'm sorry I was late, but they're both signing up. So whoop, whoop, team in Seattle, I'm excited. Okay, so I'll tell you guys a little bit about my story, and then, hopefully give you some encouraging words. I always think it's so good to hear from other leaders. You've got an awesome leader in Missy. So, I know that you are under some really great leadership, but I think it's good to hear from somebody else, just because it may be a little bit of different verbiage or a little different twist on something that I hope will resonate with you. But when I started Arbonne about 4.5 years ago, my oldest child, my oldest daughter, had just been diagnosed with dyslexia. Not that huge of a deal in the whole grand scheme of things. It all works out. It's fine. But the treatment was expensive. And we were a single income family, like she said, of 4 kids. And it was going to be like, an additional $700 a month to pay for her to go to this thing. I was like, oh my gosh, what? We don't have $700 a month. I was not looking at network marketing to be the answer to that. I was totally freaked out, honestly, by network marketing. I did not, just was not interested in it until I went to a wellness class that Eunice taught. And I don't know if many of you guys know Eunice Ray very well, but she's pretty awesome. She, I saw in her a commitment to what she was doing. And I was like, wow, this seems good. I think maybe I could do something like this. So we started the business about 4.5 years ago in October of 2012. So gosh, almost 5 years ago. And I wanted to make $500 a month. I didn't even look at the bottom 2 levels of business. I wasn't interested in that. I was interested, but I just thought there's no way that was ever going to be me. But I was able to get to the top in a relatively, I think, short amount of time, in a little over 4 years, about 4.5 years actually. And I think there were 3 things that really helped me to get there. And, I want to ask you, where are you on these 3 things? And I love the phrase I love from Donna Johnson, no shame, no stories. I love that so much, because the goal of this call is never to make anyone feel ashamed of where they are or where they are not in their business. The goal is never to, make you feel like you're not enough or that you're not, doing what it takes. That's not the goal, but the goal is to just ask you to take a really honest look at what your business is, so that what you want and what you're doing line up. That's the important part, that where you want to get and your activity, when those are in balance, you are going to be thrilled with your Arbonne business. But if those are out of balance, you're going to be frustrated. So we want what you're doing, your activity, to perfectly align with what you want, with your goal. The things that I think really helped me to make it to National Vice President, number one was work ethic. I have treated my business for a long time. I have treated my business like a business. And that is very important because I learned early on that if you're not in activity, the doors are closed. You know, if you're not working, then it's like you own a business and there's a big closed sign right on the front. So check your work ethic. Are you treating this like something that, you know, if nothing else better comes up, if you feel like it, if you have enough energy that day, is that when you're working, or are you working with a no matter what attitude? And it doesn't have to be constant. It doesn't have to be from sun up to sundown, Arbonne, 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 Arbonne every day. But it does need to be consistent. You do need to have consistency in what you're doing. Not necessarily constant, but consistency is super important. How is your work ethic? The number 2 thing that helped me was belief. And this took a little while. From the beginning, I wasn't someone who strongly believed in everything Arbonne had to offer. You know, you guys have probably heard this so many times, but there are 3 areas that you need to check your belief. Belief in yourself, belief in the products, our company, and belief in our industry. And if your belief is lacking in any of those 3 areas, then there is going to be a little glitch in your business that's going to cause a lot of hiccups. So, and that's the great thing about all the personal development and all the books and all the learn and burns and all the SoundClouds. You know, there's so much out there that can help you to grow your belief. So, you know, a question I'd ask you is, do you really believe you can do this? Do you really believe that you could advance to the area manager level? Do you really think you could? And if you don't, then you got to do some personal development there. Do you really believe that Arbonne products are amazing? That Arbonne products are going to help people improve in their health? That Arbonne products are going to help people clear up their skin? If you don't believe that, then you need to look deeply into how our products are formulated. You need to have your product testimony. You need to have your own life changed. Because when your own life is changed, then you're going to tell everybody about it. But if you're still kind of weenie, if you're like, I don't know about that Digestion Plus, it doesn't taste very good, I don't know what's in it, you're not going to do great at selling the Digestion Plus, right? You've got to really know the products and believe in them. That's a fun one to have to develop, because the more you develop, the more that you're going to love what Arbonne has to offer. And it's going to work out like you get to try good stuff. So that's good. You'll like that one. And then finally, your belief in network marketing. Do you really believe that you're doing something valid? Do you believe that this works? You know, do you believe that network marketing is the future of how people are going to do business? Because it is. You know, I had a huge light bulb moment when I was a district manager, and I had gone out to eat with my family on a Saturday morning for brunch. And there's this cutest little gift store right beside where we always go have brunch. And I love it. And so always my husband and my son wait in line, and me and my 3 daughters go into the gift store and just walk around and look around. And, you know, it was a major aha moment for me because I wanted to own that gift store. And this was, you know, I wasn't sure about network marketing. I wasn't sure about our products. I was maybe 6 months into the business and just was like, I don't know about this yet. But we were walking around in the gift store, and I kept thinking, man, I want to own this store. I want to own a store. I think it'd be so fun. And then I looked and I saw my girls were right with me, and it was like, boom. It's like, but hang on. If I owned this store, I would not be here on a Saturday morning going to brunch with my family, walking around in a cute little store with my kids. I'd be working. And my husband would be next door having lunch, brunch with the kids, and I would be in here working because it's brick and mortar. And it was the first time I realized, oh my gosh, I own a franchise. I own a franchise of really great products, but it's all online, so I can do that business whenever I want to. And I was like, wow, I own something better than this store. But it took time for me to build belief in that. And so, do you really believe in network marketing? If you don't, read Take the Stairs. If you don't, read Beach Money. If you don't, read The 4-Year Career. Right now, I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, which I hate that title because it seems so money hungry to me, but it's an amazing book, Think and Grow Rich, and it's all about mindset. It was actually written in 1937, and he's talking about mindset and desire and fear and work ethic, and it pours directly into network marketing. Everything he says, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like network marketing before network marketing existed. It's really good. So you've got to like really invest and grow any area of personal development that your belief is a little bit shaky. And what's going to happen is that belief is going to grow. So like, right now, here you are, okay? Let's say you're a consultant and your belief is down here. The belief is going to grow, and then you're going to make it to district manager. And then you got to grow some more. You're going to make it to area. Then you got to grow some more. You'll make it to region. Grow some more, you'll make it to nation. And guess what? You got to keep growing because you got to stay learning so that you can keep giving to your team. So the learning never stops. Let's see, I was going to tell you about belief. I was going to tell you about work ethic. And then the last thing that really helped me that I wanted to share of growing my team was really loving people. And I want to ask, do you really love people? Do you really care about people? Are you talking to people about the 30 days because you're, just trying to make that $46 and get one more 150 PC? I know it's important to keep track of your PCs. I keep track of everything. So I'm not saying don't keep track of it, but I am saying, are you talking to that person because of what it can do for you? Are you talking because of what it can do for them? You've got to love people so much that you're just thinking about what this can do for them, not for you. And when you're others focused and everything that you do, one of the really beautiful thing that happens when you act like that, it relieves all the pressure from you. It relieves the fear. It relieves the nervousness. It relieves all the mind games of what she said, what I should have said, because you're not worried about that. You're thinking about that person. You're thinking about, there is a 69-year-old lady, 68, 69, I don't know, 68, 69, something like that. She is she's from Chile. She's here. Her husband is a missionary here. So they're a missionary family here from Chile. They're friends of ours. And I would have never, ever shared Arbonne with her, ever. Because, I don't know, I thought, she wouldn't want it. She just wasn't on my radar. She was old. She was like not who I thought would do Arbonne. And I had put some post about health online on Facebook, and she reached out and responded to me, and she was like, I would love to look at what you're doing. So I told her about the 30-day program. She did the program. She did it 2 months in a row, and she just joined the team last month. And the reason I tell you that is to say, why did I not share this with her? You know what I found out? I found out that she has fatty liver disease. I found out she was on the verge of diabetes. I found out she had major joint pain. I found out that in arthritis. I found out she had major headaches. She was going through all of these issues in her body that 2 months on our 30-day program, this woman is like a spitfire of energy now. She feels so much better. She just told me last week, I used to take a handful of medications. She's down to 2 meds, okay? Down to 2. Why did I not share that? She's been my friend forever. And it's almost been 5 years that I've been in Arbonne. Why did she have to approach me in June about this? because it was about me. I wasn't thinking about her. I was thinking I was embarrassed to talk to her about it. I was thinking, oh, she wouldn't need that. Oh, she can't afford that. Oh, she's blah, blah, blah. She's blah, blah, blah. She's blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is. I was making it totally about my impression and about how I felt about it, not what was going to be good for her. And that was going to rob her of a major blessing. Not only, I'm not saying business-wise, but I'm saying her health. And it really opened my eyes to, am I really loving people? Am I really listening? Am I really paying attention to what's happening around me? Because if you pay attention to what's happening around you, guys, people are hungry. They are hungry for hope. Whether it's hope in business, whether it's hope in products, whether it's hope in community, relationships. I mean, there are people who, I'm telling you, there's this one girl on my team. She's become a great friend of mine, a really great friend of mine. But I tell you, she was a district manager for 4 years on my team. And she came to every single meeting that we ever had, ever. If there was a call, she was on it. She was the most active person on my team. And she was doing $2,000 a month in volume. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? But you know what she needed during those 4 years was community. That's what she needed. She needed community. She needed to feel part of this positive environment. And I needed to love her where she was. Who cares if she was barely holding on to her brick? Because it's not about me. It's about her. And guess what? She made it to area, and she is on a coaching to go region call. And my husband just has to laugh because he's like, I'm just going to celebrate when she goes region. She showed up to your meetings for years and didn't do anything. But it was about her time, right? It was about what she needed. And it was my job to love her where she was. Now, that doesn't mean you don't challenge people, you don't encourage people, you don't push people forward. You know what I'm saying. But with your clients, with your team, love them. You guys are right around the corner from Going Nation. Is that not exciting? Hello, you're right around the corner. And it's not the Missy show. So when you go Nation, it's not about Missy, being at the top. You guys have to promote to region. You have to promote to area. You have to promote to district. The whole team rises. Everybody lifts up together. That's that creates this bond, because Missy's reaching down, helping you. You're reaching down, helping the person under you. You're reaching over, helping the sideline beside you. When you create this web of encouragement and love and support and belief and help, it turns into this massive ball of momentum that you couldn't control even if you tried. Even if you tried, you couldn't hold it back. I mean, it's going. It's boom, there. So I will just kind of close up with a recap. I want to ask, what's your work ethic like? Are you treating your business like a business, or are you doing this when it's convenient? If it is not a business for you, then please don't have a false expectation that it's going to grow. It's got to be your business, okay? It's got to have priority. Not just if nothing better comes up, I'll go to the meeting. That meeting is on your calendar. You are going to the meeting. You're going to get there. You're going to get to impact. Not, I have to miss some soccer games. Actually, I get to miss some soccer games. Let's put it that way. I get to miss some soccer games. But sometimes, there are things that you got to miss. And that's all right, because you've got strong work ethic. Number 2, your belief is strong. Belief in yourself, belief in your company, and belief in your industry. Check the belief on every single one of those things. And then finally, the last thing is, are you loving people? Are you making other people the focus of what's going on? Are you sharing this for them, not for you? if you stay others focused, your business will take off because people won't feel like you're using them because guess what? You're not. That icky feeling of like, I just used somebody. You don't have it anymore because you're not doing that anymore. I'm sure you guys aren't doing that anyway, but that was a big turnaround for me. So anyway, thank you so much for letting me share. And Missy, I think I'll hand it back over to you.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you, Sybil. And thank you, Tara, so much for kicking off the call. I appreciate that. I was telling them I ran out of data, so I couldn't get on my phone until I got home. But thank you, Sybil. I love that. And, you're absolutely right on all three of those points. And you're also absolutely right in that, we just always need to be exposing ourselves to people that lift us up, to high level thinkers, to, we just get to decide who influences us. And so that was really a big part of why I wanted to ask you to come and share. And so I just appreciate that, because for those of you that maybe are new into Arbonne, Sybil is not connected to our team. There's no financial benefit for her. We're not in her downline. It's really she just took these 30 minutes to serve us and just to really share from her heart. So I just so appreciate that. And I hope you guys got some great nuggets. So I don't really have anything to add other than you guys are doing an awesome job. We're coming up on mid-month, and I'll be posting some stuff on the team page. But thanks everybody for getting on. Again, thanks Tara for kicking us off. Thank you, Sybil. And we'll be chatting with y'all real soon. So thanks for getting on tonight, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.